Hi, class. My name is Ian, and today for my AI topic, I'm going to be talking about AI and multimedia, the future of creativity, and that's the trend that I'm going with. So, to start, what is AI multimedia? So, AI multimedia is utilizing artificial intelligence to create, edit, or enhance content like videos, images, music, voices, animation, video games, and social media all around. Um, this can be from things to, AI generated videos, AI voiceovers to those videos or in movies and stuff like that, image editing, music, video game characters, generated influencers, and generated singers, which I've been seeing a lot more, which is really crazy, and tools for editing and production. So, why does this trend matter? This trend matters because entertainment and media are huge industries. Obviously, we consume media every day from movies, TV, YouTube, shorts, all that kind of good stuff. PwC reported that the global entertainment and media industry reached 3.5 trillion in revenue in 2025, and it expects AI-centered digital technologies to keep changing how media is created, distributed, and monetized. And if you look here on the right, um, here are the years, how much it costs in revenue, how much it's getting, and the forecast of soon and how it's going to be going. Very crazy. It's going to shift a lot, especially with all this AI media doing all the work for us and with jobs and people. It's going to be weird to see how this goes and unfolds. Um, but yeah, to continue, we'll start with AI and social media. So, social media extremely benefits from AI because creators can obviously make content way faster. The downside is that people may not know what is real and what's not. YouTube now requires creators to disclose realistic AI generated or meaningfully altered content, especially if it could mislead viewers. Um, AI can be subtle from stuff like filters and beauty effects. It can do captions and thumbnails, short form video ideas, help come up with the content, AI generated influencers, like I have said, uh, personalized feeds. It retains all the information, or not information, the videos and things you watch and talk about to make personalized things for you. And obviously, fake images and deepfakes, which can be very harmful. Um, from literally close friends and family to people on the internet. It misleads people, which in social media that can leave a very strong effect. Next, I'm going to talk about AI in movies and TV. Um, Delia explains that generative AI can help produce virtual characters, virtual environments, music, and immersive experiences, literally all from a couple prompts, which is actually so crazy. They can also mention that AI can help with its localization. Obviously, like I said, stuff with like subtitles, dubbing, and adapting content for different languages and regions, making AI kind of do all the heavy lifting. More so, not just in languages and regions. That's just kind of subtle ways it can help. We've been doing that for a long time, but more so movies and TV. How like kind of like with Marvel, they have let off a whole bunch of their special effects team so they can leave that to AI. A bunch of other big companies are doing that, which sucks, honestly. It kind of has a loss of creativity because AI just uses what's already out there. Um, it does create a loss of jobs, which isn't great, but it does help with stuff like script brainstorming, storyboarding for these movies and TV shows. Like I said, visual effects, de aging actors, like the VFX, uh, voice dubbing, like I said, translation, localization, background generation. So a lot of stuff we've been kind of using for a long time, but as AI has been progressing, it's going to be more harmful, which is not great. To continue, AI in video games, which is also huge right now. AI is starting to change how video games are built and they are played. Developers can use AI to create more realistic, non-playable characters, generate dialogue, build environments and worlds levels faster, and test their games more efficiently. Which is that part is good. This can make games feel more personal and interactive because the games may adjust to the player's choices and style, which could be a benefit with stuff like the smarter NPCs, the faster creation of worlds, dialogue, level design, testing the game, personalized player experiences. But this does create a lot of jobs for a lot of people in video games, which does suck because it does go by faster. It can help make things faster, but this is more of a quality over quantity thing, and people do notice these things. And things like RAM are now so expensive because of AI. It just makes life so much harder. Um, with simple things like that, it can help, but it can do more harm than good. But to continue, AI in production. So AI is also being used behind the scenes in production. So instead of replacing the entire creative process, AI can help with more time-consuming tasks like the editing, cleaning up audio, subtitles, translating content. This can make the production obviously go way faster and more affordable, especially for smaller creators or teams. So it can be a tool, but to a larger extent, that's just more loss of jobs. Uh, but like I said, it does faster video editing. It cleans up and enhances things. It does the little things that we need it to do, which can be good in production. Um, Overall, the benefits in multimedia, um, it makes creative tools more accessible for everyone who wants to be in media because it can be a tricky thing to learn depending on where you're going. A person no longer needs a huge studio, expensive equipment, or a large team to create high quality content. AI can help people bring ideas to life faster, whether they're making social media videos, games, music, or stuff like short films. It saves time for the creators and production teams. It lowers the cost of making content, of course. It helps small creators make professional looking work, makes editing tools easier to access for everyone, and it supports creativity and overall experimentation. Which what we want is to push creativity, but there has to be a fine line between helping create and having something create it all for us. Obviously, this leads me to our drawbacks and concerns with AI and multimedia. So, even though AI has many benefits, it can also create serious concerns. Like a major issue or area of concern is AI can make fake images. Obviously, people love to use AI for that. Gemini, Grok, ChatGPT, Sora, all those kind of stuff creates fake images, videos, voices, influencers that can look real, singers that look real, make actual influencers and celebrities do things that they actually didn't do, but it just looks so real, and that's the scary part of it. There's also the concern of like copyright about artists' work being copied because AI just takes what's already out there and makes it into something new. Um, Creative jobs are obviously being reduced, like I've said multiple times throughout this. Audiences not knowing whether content was made by a human or AI, which is a scary where we're going. um, this can create a lot of concern just for taking copyright, putting people in false positions. It can do really way more harm than good. And now to me, some surprises and challenges um, that I've kind of thought about when looking into this stuff. It's like what surprised me most is that AI is obviously not just something for the future. It's something that's been happening subtly. Well, right now, not so subtly, but it's not just something for the future. It's been happening for the last couple of years. It obviously intensified way more than now, and it's progressing super fast. It's obviously already being used in social media, movies, games, and production, and obviously creating less jobs for people right now already. Uh, Challenged me is the question, I guess, of obviously like originality. If AI helps create something, who deserves the credit? Obviously. the people. But that's going to be an ongoing issue that's going to be going on with AI. Obviously, at the same time, I was inspired by how AI can help smaller creators make the content that require more expensive tools or professional teams. AI can be such a fantastic tool to research, find information, and refine little things. It can really, really help people. AI can be such an amazing tool for people as long as it's not being abused to the point of all these data centers, all this and that. There has to be a limit. Um, does not mean to duplicate that. Don't mind me. My personal opinion. Lastly, AI definitely should be used as a creative assistant more so. It can obviously, like I said, be very useful, but it should never, ever completely replace human creativity. I think AI can work best as a tool that helps creators, brainstorm, edit, improve their work. Um, Audiences should know when stuff is AI generated, especially when it looks so real. Transparency is important because people need to be able to trust what they see online. AI has come a long way. There's a long way we need to go and improve and make sure it's not abused and make sure we take care of our planet. It can be such an amazing tool that sets us forward, then back, but in the wrong hands, with some names I won't disclose, um, it could be one step forward, three steps back. But we gotta take it a day at a time. Human creativity should always be on top, and it could be so good. But here are my sites. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys around.